Good day, everyone. How are you guys doing today? This is Mr. Make and Pay. I'm your host here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Also, hit the bell notification after you subscribe, so that way, anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to get notified. Today, I'll be talking to you guys about the TikTok proposed ban in the United States. President Trump said that he was going to ban TikTok in the United States today, Saturday. So far, it appears TikTok is still working, and it appears that President Trump wants a sale to Microsoft. It appears that Microsoft is currently in talks with buying TikTok. I mean, who knows? I'm sure there are other companies that may want to buy it, such as Instagram and Facebook, Snapchat. There are other companies that are probably in the same space, the social media space, that will be interested in buying TikTok. But the question now is why? TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, ByteDance, and President Trump's allegation is that TikTok could be used by the Chinese government to spy on the United States. In other words, TikTok may be getting some data from its users, which they could in turn give to the Chinese government. There's probably some truth to this allegation. There's a national security law in China that obligates citizens and businesses in China, Chinese businesses and citizens, to cooperate with the Chinese government and hand over data. Let's think about it. In 2009, Facebook was banned from China because Facebook refused to turn over information about certain activists in a 2009 protest to the Chinese government. As punishment for Facebook, the Chinese government banned Facebook. So think about it. If the Chinese government punishes an American company in China because it refused to hand over information of activists, think about it. Do you think if the Chinese government asked TikTok to hand over information about Americans to the Chinese government, do you think TikTok will say no? I don't think so. I don't think any Chinese company has the audacity to tell a communist Chinese government no. I don't think so, because they will be punished severely. Also, WhatsApp doesn't work in China. China has a way of banning a lot of those foreign companies, especially American companies, because China has the firewall, the Great Firewall, or whatever they call it in China. They don't have that over here in the US. But WhatsApp doesn't work in China. Facebook has been banned in China because Facebook did not give over information to the Chinese government. So I don't think it's beyond the realm of imagination if the Chinese government asked TikTok to spy on the United States based on the Chinese law that obligates Chinese companies and individuals to cooperate with the Chinese government for the purpose of national security. So you got to think about that. Also, India has banned TikTok. India has a lot of TikTok users. India has also banned TikTok over the same allegation that TikTok may be used to spy on behalf of the Chinese government. President Trump has also used, executive order to declare a national emergency to ban Huawei. And I guess what President Trump is thinking about using is the Emergency Powers Act. There has to be a national emergency. He has to declare a national emergency from outside that has an imminent threat to the national security of the United States. I'm sure he's going to say that. And even if he does not outright block TikTok from the networks in the US, he could order US companies not to do business with TikTok, just like he ordered US businesses not to do business with Huawei. So there's some kind of precedent for this. He could tell Google and Apple to block TikTok from their market space. You know, the Apple Store, the App Store in Apple. He could ask Apple to block it from it. He could ask Google to remove the TikTok app from the Play Store. So there are ways that President Trump can get this stuff done. And so those are what I think he will do if a US buyer does not buy it. TikTok maintains that it maintains the data of US users in the United States. But you know, everybody knows that there could be back doors to funnel information to the Chinese government if they really wanted to. And being that TikTok is a Chinese company, there's no telling what TikTok would do if the Chinese government asked TikTok to provide information to it. I guess the chairman of Huawei had an interview in Huawei headquarters, I believe last year, where he said that the Chinese government has never asked Huawei to provide information to the Chinese government, or he said that they would not provide information to the Chinese government even if the Chinese government asked Huawei, which is a Chinese company, that they would never provide that information to the Chinese government. Again, talk is cheap. He may be talking smack, talking a good game. I just don't see any Chinese company looking up to the Chinese government and saying, no, we're not giving you information. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. That China does not play that kind of stuff. So it's not like the situation where in the US where they'll be filing some kind of injunctions. No, in communist China, you do what the government tells you to do. Otherwise, there will be grave and dire consequences. So I guess, you know, maybe Trump will shut down TikTok in the US because of national security concerns. But, you know, this channel is about extreme foolishness. And knowing Trump, knowing him to be a narcissist, I just don't see somebody with narcissistic disorder like Trump thinking about everyone else or even the United States. He doesn't care. I think with Trump, he thinks about himself. Are there any other reasons why Trump may want to ban TikTok in the United States? Remember, recently, TikTok teenagers disrupted his Tulsa, Oklahoma rally. They registered in droves, and Trump thought that they were going to be coming, that his rally was oversold and had 1 million registrants. But they didn't show up. Is he mad? Is it a way to get back at the TikTok teenagers? Also, is it a way to just distract from the attention that Trump tweeting about moving or postponing the election? Is he trying to ban TikTok just to take away from that story? Think about it. Is it a way for Trump to show that he's tough on China? He likes to say, China, China. Is it a way for Trump to show his followers or his worshipers that he's tough on China? Maybe. I just know good and well that Trump does not think about other people like that. He thinks just about himself. So, is he really worried about the national security of the United States? Does he have any data to show that TikTok is a threat to the United States' national security? I don't know. Nevertheless, it looks like we just have to wait it out to see what Trump does, whether or not TikTok will be banned in the United States, whether there will be a sale to Microsoft or other people. And we just have to wait it out and see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Trump is doing it really in the interest of national security or for his own personal interest? I'd like to know what you guys think. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Aiken's Doherty here, Mr. Make 'em Pay. On to the next.